Hello everyone, so I'm Norwich, and for this video we will choose how the person you're gonna marry looks like. And for instance, this video I would like you to choose one number between 1 and 3. So just tap into your intuition, just deep breathe. I will let you a moment, and when it's done we can begin. So for this video we will see how will the person who you'll marry looks like, and also I will do a lot of most of this series of tarot, and mostly all my videos, even the precedent one, are timeless and they apply every time. So let's begin with the pile number 1. How the person okay. Okay, so for the pile number 1, I picked the Emperor. So with the first card, with the Emperor, I see someone who is very driven in their path. Also, I can see someone who can be very like imposant posture. Maybe like as a disclaimer, this is regardless of gender. It doesn't matter. I can see someone who is very strong posture, very driven, and the body reflects somehow their way of being. So this is how I see for the first pile. And then I also pulled the Chariot. With the Chariot I also can see someone that confirms somehow the driven pull and the emotionally driven person, very very ahead. They do something, they go very straightforward to that purpose, and they don't look back. So I can see they can be somehow, they can own a business, or maybe they can be someone who, how I can say it, maybe they are someone who is very in sports involved, or maybe they can also just somehow be very driven toward those fields who require most of the time discipline. And the next card I picked is the Devil. So with the Devil I see somehow someone who, with the other cards I pulled, is in very much control or their urges. They are not someone who will jump to a conclusion fast, or I see someone who is very disciplined, but at the same time very like very goal oriented, but also time very disciplined. And with the discipline in their body I can see someone who is very also like maybe some muscles who are built, some athletic vibe, more, but not necessarily athletic, but you can see it on their body that there is discipline. Maybe they did something, exercises, or I don't know, which requires discipline. And with the Devil here I can see a lot of sexual attraction, sexual pulsions, and here, yes, I can see someone who control their urges, but at the same time, oh honey, I guarantee to you that when you will do the stuff will be done. I assure it to you. So with the next one we have Hierophant. With the Hierophant, we can see someone who is very stick to tradition. Maybe someone who I can say it is very like respect the rules, respect this, respect that. Maybe a little bit stubborn in the way of doing things. They can be somehow an authority of what in what they do, and to be honest, I can see someone who is not so easy shakeable, and most of the time you will have to deal with the compromises here, because it's this person is very strong-headed, and you really have to be patient with that person, from which I can see. And yeah, most probably it's someone who, materially speaking, isn't in a bad situation at all, because from which I see they have all the tools to own something, or maybe be in a position which is very great paid. And the last card I pulled for overall is the Knight of Cups. So I still see someone who is somehow has some sort of imagination, or is very like has this small part of him that who is a little bit dreamy, like all this drive and ambition he has can be fueled by some ideas in his life as well. Like when he has a crush on someone, or he's very into someone, he shows it, like he really shows it emotionally. He doesn't pull over, he doesn't pull out of the situation. And but somehow you really have to like you really have to like the given person to act around. But overall I can see someone very somehow balanced, and yeah, they have all the requirement. I see someone very stable in their life, and maybe in the past they had like many kind of stuff to deal with, but with time they learned to deal with the struggles and build on some discipline and strategy around the situations. As well with Chariot, this person can seem to me as someone who with whom things move quietly fast, but the goal between this movement is very serious. It isn't something ephemeral. And yeah, so this is this was the pull for the pile number 1. I hope you liked the reading, and if you want more, you can just subscribe on my channel. And if you want a private reading with me, I have my own website, which you can pick which type of reading you want. As well, I have astrology readings. So see you next time. Bye bye. Okay, so now we are gonna do the pile number 2. Okay, so let's see with the pile number 2, how is the partner, future partner, regardless of gender, of course, for the pile number 2. Okay. I have a card with fell. Okay, well, now for the pile number 2, the first card I picked is the sun. So it gives me, it's clear, someone who is very like sunshine and appealing personality, maybe someone with glowing skin regardless of skin color, like when they enter a room and everyone sees them, you can see they are shining, like in this room they are shining, they are very like solar energy whenever they go. It's very likely they have some Leo placements in their important placement in the natal chart. You have to see that it's general. After, what can we see other? With the sun, it gives someone who has a lot of stamina and energy in what they do. It's someone as well very, I can say, glowy eyes. It's someone who can have very glowy eyes and very like excited personality in whatever they are doing. Like you offer them to do something or they offer you to do something, and you can always see this thrill in their eyes, where they are very very happy, very like ongoing to do that stuff. And next, the card is Two of Wands. With Two of Wands, I can see someone again wants very fiery energy. So maybe the person you'll marry has a lot of fiery energy in their chart. You have to look upon that if you date someone of long term. And yes, I see someone who maybe would like to travel, who is planning to travel. Like I can see that kind of person who is very like this very like philanthropic kind of personality, which like to discover cultures, to go abroad, and just to always look at the bigger pictures of situations. I pick someone who is very optimistic about what they are doing in their life. So it's a kind, very, also a very kind person, because they are very warm energy. I can see someone very open to things, as I said earlier, but the Two of Wands confirms it. Here I cannot have many physical characteristics. Maybe I get some very lighter features when we talk about physics. When you talk about the body of the person, maybe lighter hair color, lighter eyes, lighter skin. That's it. In terms of emotions and how they process emotions, I pick the King of Cups. With the King of Cups, I see someone who is very in master with their emotions. If they have a bad day, they do not crash out suddenly or doing their like immature like behavior. They're someone very in control of their emotion, or because in general it can be also someone who conceal very much of their emotion and they almost do not show it. It can be many scenario cases. But with another card I picked later, which is the Emperor, I will talk about a little bit later. I can maybe I will opt for the second scenario, because I can see someone who is very like much focused on make the other happy, very service oriented person, and so they do not like to talk about themselves or show their very much negative sides. And for instance, I also picked the Three of Swords, and with the Three of Swords I see someone, yes, again, who maybe at times they feel very alone with their own pain, someone who as they do not communicate very easily, they keep a lot inside of them. Maybe they haven't had a very easy life, maybe many past pain, and as I have many cards about vitality, I also think of health. So maybe in some cases, maybe this person may have some health related issues. It's not sure, but with the Three of Swords I can see maybe some mental issues. I can see which requires treatment. I don't, maybe it's not necessarily something like a bad health related issues, but at the same time I can see someone who isn't very like open about this, and it can be kind of hard for them to talk. And as I said earlier, with the Emperor card, I can see someone who is very in control about themselves. They like to be somehow a very composed appearance, and they do not show off many things easily. And it's funny because I pulled the same Emperor card in the prior reading, and I can see with the Emperor, maybe as I said in the last one, maybe they can be someone who is very like a robust body, maybe not like massive, but in the either way of being they show a robust body. And as for the health related issues, the swords indicates that maybe much more probably something related to men or neurological issues, but in terms of vitality and body function, I can see someone who behaves kind of great in this kind of health related issues. And yes, so this was the pull for the second second group. If you like the reading and you want something more private, don't hesitate to go in my description, because I have my own website for some readings. If you want more content, do not hesitate to follow my channel and to subscribe. And yes, just tell which pile you have chosen. So this was the reading for the pile number 2. I wish you a great day or night whenever you watch this video. Again, it's a timeless video. So bye bye. And now we are going to do the last pile, the pile number 3. Oh my gosh, my mouth is so sore. After this video I'll need to drink a little bit because it's I cannot do this anymore. Okay, so with the pile number 3, what will okay. Wow, okay, so for the third pile, it's funny because I pulled the exact same card as the previous one, which was the Sun. I still can see someone has a lot of vitality in their way of being, has many is very happy person. They are very joyful in their way of being, very excited about what they are doing. And with the page of swords, I can see again someone who is very curious about life in general. uh, Maybe I can sense a bit of candid uh, way of seeing things, a very curious nature, and with that they are excited about everything new, every new information that comes to them. It's very likely that when they listen to you, they will ask a lot of questions. They will be very involved and interested in what you are saying, and very likely I can sense a bit of Gemini placement mixed with some fire placement. um, I can sense somehow Gemini, Sagittarius, or what can I also sense? Or even Pisces for some of y'all. I can mostly very mutable placement I can sense in this reading. And with the magician here, because I pulled as well the magician, I can sense someone who has a lot of ideas, someone who tends to be very creative in what they are doing. They have a lot of plans, they have a lot of things to do, they always busy, they always have something in plan. I can sense someone very ADHD like person, someone who you really have to help them to focus their attention, because their attention is spread everywhere in all directions. In terms, their mind is very fast going, but I sense as well their body is in the same case. Someone who maybe I can see someone who is a little bit slender in their physical shape. There is not someone maybe do not have a lot of muscles, however they have much tonicity, much slender but tonic body shape. I can sense someone who with the Four of Wands who likes to celebrate and party a lot. So this confirms they have this kind of energy. And so I can sense if you are going to marry them, maybe you will go to a lot of parties with them or a lot of meetings, because maybe they like to join any kind of conference or any kind of meeting where they share about their interests and their hobbies, and it's very likely they will take you with them. And I also see the Knight of Cups. Oh my god, I really love this person. I haven't met them, but I love them. I can see someone who is again very romantic gestures, very dreamy. They expect many surprise dates with them, take you in many places, and just offer you somehow the dreamy relationship because there is someone who is very romantic, a very romantic based person, and they like to offer many things to the one they love. So I can see they will very likely offer very much attention, gifts, and even just take you out, restaurants or whatever. I can see someone, maybe their profession is very oriented toward human, or very I can sense a little bit of artistic vibe. I can sense someone who like be the center of the crowd, maybe impersonator, dancer, maybe singer, why not? Someone who loves to like just uh, be seen when they're having fun, and I will sense they will pull you to be with them when they do that kind of stuff. And yes, was a very lovely reading, the third one, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it and we want something more private, you can go in the description and click of the link where I provide many kind of readings. If you want a reading with me, I also provide astrology services if you like. And yes, if you like the video, do not forget to subscribe, to follow my channel. I will post more timeless readings, and see you next time. Bye bye.